This is Byte Vista Consulting. In this episode, I'm going to do a demo of my CBT software. When you log in, you see this interface. I'll first log in as an administrator. So this is the admin dashboard. Where you manage teachers. You can create student accounts here. And when students sign up by themselves, their names will appear here for your approval. Right now, no student has signed up. You can manage active students here. I have 3 students already who are active. Student test scores. After students take a test, you can download their scores as CSV. That's a spreadsheet essentially. And then here you can manage tests and reattempts. You can decide the number of times you want students to take the test. So that's the admin interface. The administrator has access to all the features of the software. We'll log out. Then you can also sign up as a teacher. Let me sign up as this teacher. So this is the interface, what the teacher sees when he signs up. There are 2 ways of adding questions to this. You can add questions, manually. You click here. You have a category. Let's say you have ICT test 5, and then you ask a question. So you can type a question, and then you provide the answers. RAM, ROM, CPU. And then there's E, but it's optional. So you select your answer. The first one is RAM, which is A. You select that. You click add. You can add another question, and so on. Another way of adding question is by uploading it. That means you have to prepare, use Microsoft as text. You have to use Notepad to format the questions in a specific order. And after doing that, I'll show how to do that in another episode. So you click on choose file, and so let's say I want to upload this question. Just click OK, and then upload. I have to give it a name. So let's say JS2 agric test. Okay. And then you have to be explicit in naming this. Let's say second term, or maybe a third term. And then you upload. So I have just uploaded that. So that's the test here. This is right here. If I click here, you see all the questions are right here. All the questions and their answers appear here. Then the teacher will now create a test. So you can say JS2 agree. So this is the question bank. You've uploaded the question to the question bank here. So this is where you create a test. JS2 agric test. Okay. Maybe test 1. Then if you want to show them the answers after the test, you click this. This is where you show the time it will take. 10 minutes, 60 minutes. By default, it's 60 minutes. Here you designate the number of attempts, 1 or twice, or if you want them to retake it 2 or 3 times, or no attempts. Here, no attempts. Then you can state when you want the test to be available. So, for example, if I click on this, it will be available on this particular day. And then after doing that, you have to click on the question bank. You see the question banks, they appear here again. You click here, and then you select. Once you click select, it will select all the questions from the question bank, and then you click on create. Right there, the test will appear here. This is the test now. You have created my test here. Then there's also an option here to make the test available or unavailable. You can also add more questions to the test if you want by clicking here. So that's the teacher's interface. Then after the test, the teacher will come here to download the scores in spreadsheet format. Okay? So that's from the perspective of a teacher. Let's log out. Now I'm going to log in as a student. So user, let's say this. So I'll now log in. So I'm logging in as a student. I'll just save it in. So this is the test I created earlier. That's the test. That JS2 agri test. If you just click on it, you can take any of these tests. So let's see, for example, let me take this one. Once you click on that, it is timed. There's a countdown, and then which are the first? So it's just select. So you can take the test, and then you select the output device, and then, by the way, you can also insert picture in the when you are uploading your questions. I didn't cover that, but you click on all this, non-volatile. If you run out of time, the system will submit the questions for you. An input device, keyboard. So after answering, you just click submit. You see your score instantly, and then you go back to the dashboard, and of course your score will appear here for each test you take. So this is from the perspective of a student, and of course you can log out here. Students can sign up, here. Teachers can also sign up, but there's a validation required here. If you sign up, the administrator must approve you. I designed this so that if you host this online, people will not just sign up randomly. So there must be, you must inform the administrator who will approve that when you sign up. So this CBT portal is full of features. I've only talked about a few of them. In the next video, I will talk more about it. But if you want to use this in your school, contact us. Our website is bytevista.com. Contact us, and we will install this bespoke CBT software for you. Thank you for listening.